Well, we're starting off with Waddle, and we're off to an interesting start. I think we're going to take a chicken off the eeny meeny, and then pause. That gives us the 3-drop buff. It gives us the +1/+1. It also gives us a spell slot opening up. We had a terrible last game, so we really need to turn it around here. Oh, and not chicken beats that chicken. Okay. This is a pretty lucky draw on Wonder Waddle. Yeah, we're definitely doing this. Getting the fairy tale. Excuse me. Fairy tale's very good, especially the earlier you get it. And we can't buy anything yet. And we'll pause here, grab those two the next turn. And we're sort of off to the races in terms of getting a bunch of animals, right? And if your first 4 buys are all animals, you're very happy with Wonder Waddle. I think last game we had no animals till like our 3rd shop, and that was very tough. So we have a 5/5. It's pretty much our only thing. Oh, we actually lose this fight because they had the ranged attack. Wow. Okay, so I think we're just gonna do this and take everything. We got everything's an animal except our little archer over here. And everything's buffed. And going to round 3, we can sell these chickens for just a ton of gold. So any 3-drop animals we find, we're just gonna go wild with. And I like our setup a lot here. Everything's buffed too, coming out of the shop, so we're in a pretty good position so far. I mean, we've gotten very, very lucky. We didn't get any Polywoggles yet, or Mims. I like having a Mim coming out of level 3 or level 2 because it feels like it sets you up well for a lot of the slays, a lot of the range characters. Mim sets you up well for a lot of characters, so it really does help you get a setup. Like Adventure is not super exciting unless you see a Mim, and then it's very exciting, So it's that type of situation. Okay, I think we do win this barely, which is nice. We want to keep our health high. Like he has an adventurer. Now what are the chances the adventurer procs? I'd say like not super unreasonable. Wow, we have a lot of options here. And he has a Mim as well. Okay, let's grab one. We're supposed to grab one in a Mim and then wait. So I want to put this thing in. Mim is really good right here. Yeah, let's wait, right? Next turn we can go 5, sell this, grab the Wish Upon a Star, and try to just go wild with our buffing. And we want the cat to die before the hippocampus. I think it's a stream person, right? Oh, come on. No, not that one. No, 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 no. Okay, well. We're going to lose this fight, which is a little unfortunate. I think we got a little bit unlucky here. They do get a clean slay. No, we tie, right? Or they got 2 slays, but we do tie the fight. Okay, that's fine. We're fine with things being a little close. Okay, first character +10 seems like it goes really well with our plan of getting those things. Now, do we want? I really do want this, but I think we're supposed to sell. It's a little while to sell for a Wish Upon a Star, right? Go down a character. If we sell, or we just grab a pig here, we don't have to sell anything. We can just bench our chicken. Then next turn we grab a Wish Upon a Star, hopefully having more gold. I mean, if we get this, right? So we're going to be 4 either way. I think we get this here. I think that's the way. And I don't even think we need a lock here. If we hit this... No, so if we hit this, we go to 4. And then... This lets us go so fast. Oh, I should have locked it. I should have locked it. I spent a long time debating it, but I think the answer was pretty clear past the first 10 minutes of my debating. I think we win this, right? And we just want to keep our pig alive. We do. Okay, we got lucky. We win the fight. We get to level 4. Is everyone's still level 3? It's hard for me not to take 2 dragons here. They are very strong, and they do sort of win fights. I do love Friendly Spirit too. I tend to go that too much, I think. Could also search for some stuff. The thing is, I don't know what we're searching for. That's always sort of the question. Yeah, let's just grab some dragons, and I think it's time to sell chicken, and we'll buy the buff. The buff triggers when the fight starts, so we only want things that trigger. And I think the otter is good, but it's better if it eats the buff than the cat, but the cat does continue to buff our hippocampus, and they're both very good in front of a mim. So we'll go like this. And I guess we want this up front because since our dragons are both going to be attacking right away and probably going to die off, we'd rather have the adventurer be a little safer if the opponent gets the first, actual brawl attack, not the first bonus attack. Oh, however, if we just take out all their mims, maybe that's less of an issue. Okay, we took out one of their mims. Oh, and we got the first attack. Okay, so taking out their Romeo before the Juliet goes down is very good here. I think, yeah, we win the fight, which means a pig stays alive, which means we got a bonus XP, we get some bonus gold. Everything sort of went well for us there. We've been very fortunate this game. Another one. I don't think we're supposed to grab the second one here. Let's grab an XP. I don't think we need a second mim. Grab a wombat, like wombats. There we go. Level 5, we'll hit level 5 in 1. We'll go to level 5 in 1. We might hit level 5 in 2. If we do, we can get rid of this adventure, throw in something else. Dragons are still running a little wild. We don't actually have a very big board, but it's a lot earlier in the game than you'd think. I think everyone just hit 4 and we just hit 5. It's a lot earlier in the game than you'd think, given how fast we've been leveling. We've gotten a bunch of adventure hits. And remember that we do have the sting, so when we get rid of the adventurer, we do have a lot of power in just moving the black cat over there or the wombat over there. Like the mim becomes a little bit less relevant. We can sub that out maybe. We can actually sub it out now. I think we'll just try to make sure this slays. It's still a good buff. It's just not as needed when we have the plus 10 already. Sting is a very nice treasure early. Just because, again, it's sort of like the mim in that it sets up a lot of things. It's not that it has a huge power level, but it sets up so many things. Okay, take out some backline stuff. And get the slay on the biggest character. Yeah, that's, I mean, we're just getting a lot of luck so far. That thing's pretty big. And the pig will stay alive. Pretty nice. Okay, well I think we're just going to start tripling stuff just to see how it feels. It also is kind of free. Hermes Boots actually is not terrible. We of course don't know what this one's going to be, so we might just be a waste. Don't have any slay abilities want to trigger. Oh, we have the dragons. Oh, I should have taken the dragon thing. Oh wow, I am the biggest buffoon. I'm going to sell this. Probably going to put this in. We don't have slays for this. I think we're just looking for more 5s. I think you always want to take this on Wonder Waddle. Does Lancelot do anything here? They want to sell an animal, right? In order to buy the spell. So the thinking here is that we get plus, what is it? Plus 15, right? With a Lancelot? or plus 13. It's already an 8/8, so it becomes 21. And that has a reasonable chance of working. We're gonna see 6s though, right? Although, you know, I feel like a self-contained 5-drop is not the worst thing in the world. Ooh. Oh, okay, well, obviously it would have been better if we taken out that giant range character. But taking out their other characters is pretty huge. Yeah, we crush them. We win the fight, we get the extra gold. That's all amazing for us. Ashwood is not super helpful with what we have, but Dragon's Breath is so good here. Wow, this is just all good stuff, right? So we go something like this. Oh, imagine if we had the buff too, right? How stupid do we look now? We probably don't need this thing anymore on these lines. It's probably a little... Might be time for Pig to hang it up, right? And we could grab something like a mummy here. I don't think we need to, though. Something like this. We just want to get... I think we need, what, 2 slays off of this? That'll be a 5-drop treasure. It might still be, honestly, it might be a bad idea still here. Everyone's at 4, we're at 6. No, someone else hit 6, okay. So some people have, you know, done some leveling. But we're pretty fine. If we want to win the fight, we just go like this. I mean, we obviously want to win the fights. We do get the first attack also. Yeah, I think that, I mean, this just crushes fights. We're gonna get actually the 3 first attacks. Oh, actually, Dragon and Dragon are like a huge non-bow. Oh, yeah, see. We're actually gonna lose this fight. In most, well, it's hard to tell now, but in most circumstances, because the dragons hit something. Oh well, we got just a ton of pigs that are gonna come. Actually, the pigs are nice because they grow this stuff. Okay, it looks like they trade into us efficiently enough. Yeah, that we do lose this by a small margin. Yeah, so the dragons take out that backline, which is what the benefit of the Doom Breath is. The Doom Breath hits the backlines. Oh, wow. I think a 4-drop treasure is worth it, but I think we'll immediately sell it. It, unfortunately, I think gloves is going to be better than Fairy Tale, maybe? We'll take a second Doom Breath. 6-drop treasure is very appealing. I think we can sell 2 things for chicken. Buffs this thing. Yeah, I mean, obviously some of this is not the most efficient setup, and it's possible that this just never triggers. Maybe we find if we find the 7/7 princess buff, we can just put it in and it will trigger immediately. But yeah, we'll throw this here. So the problem is that, yeah, if this hits the middle character, this can only hit 2 things. It just reduces the amount of characters the Doom Breaths can hit. And this is just a 20/20. Is a 20/20 better than that silly Doom Breath? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll do this. So people are going to, you know, be catching us soon. So we want to take advantage of this lead we had to, you know, try to triple some 6s or something. Okay, we did still hit 3 things, which was very nice here. Although I'd say our opponent probably has the advantage here. Depends what these 2 spells are. We did have 2 6-drops die. Which means that we got a bunch of books. Oh, we got a sleigh. Okay, well, that worked out somehow with random stuff, basically. Yeah, mask seems good here. Grandmother gets us health and +3/+3. Good spawner here. +3/+3. That's 23, so if one sleigh does it, we could move into these, right? We have one, becomes big. I don't think that's what we're doing here. Another sleigh is obviously something. Oh, we're no longer. I was like, why is this not showing up? Do we want pumpkin here? Oh, we do want to cast True Love's Kiss on the dragon, probably. Yeah, what if we do buy pumpkin, right? If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, grab pumpkin, put it here, grab Doom Breath right here, something like this. Then pause. Did we sell one too many things? Yeah, we did. So we're just hoping to get the sleigh, get a 5-drop treasure. Wow, they have a strong board. Wow, this is strong. Huh? Okay. Yeah, they're gonna beat us this fight. Especially with things attacking in terrible orders. We do get a Doom Breath back, but yeah, this is what getting crushed looks like. At least we got the type +10 health at some point. We got a good boy off it? Ooh. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. So now that will immediately proc. Feels like we're supposed to get these just because we could triple them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We get to triple something. We don't want Monkey's Paw, although that's the best thing here. Just gonna take the hand, triple the next thing we buy. I think we'll get it over the Hermes Boots. The Hermes Boots is very strong here. And what is the next thing that we're gonna buy? None of these. We could triple this into a 6, right? Yeah, I think we might do that. Once we get the trigger, we're pretty satisfied. Looks like this is our strongest board. You know, we have sort of a weird board, but we do need to eventually get some pumpkins or whatever. Okay, taking out 3 things is very nice. I think we still lose this fight most of the time. It depends what our pumpkin spawns, obviously. Oh, got taken out early, so we only got 3 out of it. Oh, well, that was say a little bit less than what we were hoping for. And these are all going to spawn big because of the monkey paw. These aren't great spawns, though. Yeah, I think we win this. Yeah, there we go. That means we take out the Merlin. So, top 3. Though both these people seemed very, very strong. A 5-drop treasure. I think we're supposed to grab a big sword over Sting. Now we do it on the Wombat? Oh no, we'll just do it on the stupid thing. Wow. Yeah. What are dragons? Which means, do we want a Grumblegore? It does get upgraded. Yeah, I'll take a Grumblegore. This is a really interesting treasure. You know, this probably isn't the best board I've ever assembled, but it is certainly up there in terms of, you know, peak nonsense, right? I mean, we have all these 6-drops plus a pumpkin. And I think we would sell something so we can roll We want to clear a spot. I feel like sometimes the spot clearing doesn't work correctly. So we're just hoping to get some attacks with Doom Breaths. I mean, Doom Breaths don't stack super well, because similar to the other dragons, if you take out their backline, then there's nothing left for you to hit. I mean, that was probably the best attack we could get, though. That obviously wasn't a good one. I mean, I think the pumpkin should spawn enough things that we win here, right? Yeah, we do a decent amount of damage as well. 13. Potion Master might just be running away with the game. Well, these are extra spawns. Do they do anything for us? No, we really need some kind of... We need to merge some of our stuff. We're not in the business of good boys, unfortunately. And the good boy business is usually one you're going to get into, but I don't think we have it here. I don't even think buffing this does anything. I think second pumpkin is interesting, at least. Like in terms of stupid nonsense, it's got to be pretty high up there. It's probably better than this random Doom Breath that's never going to get to attack. And even if it did, wouldn't be that effective. We'll let a pumpkin die early, block for our range characters, and then hopefully refill a second time with the other pumpkin. Yeah, there's a theory there. It might not be, anything. And I honestly think it's worth it to sell like a hippocampus maybe, just to get a buff on dragon. That could not be worth it. Now that I think about it, even for a moment. Just not because the hippocampus is worth anything, but it's worth 1 gold, right? So maybe. I mean, taking out a bunch of their characters, this makes everything huge, but it makes it huge HP wise, not, or it makes it huge attack wise, not HP wise. I think they still win most of the time, just because we don't. I mean, our stats are just wholly unimpressive. But we do refill the board here. Now we could cheese them with the book somehow. Okay, so we do lose here. Take, some damage. We did gain the 10 health, which is nice. I mean, it basically negated that whole thing. I mean, I don't think they're that much more powerful. I mean, they're definitely strong. They just beat us pretty, significantly, but they're not that much more powerful. I mean, is it worth it just try to knighthood something? Knighthood a pumpkin? I think we want some 6-drops is the issue we're going to have. How much health does this have if I throw it here? Okay, we're trying to cheese for a 6-drop this fight against the nobody. We do kind of want to buff our thing, right? Probably doesn't do anything here. I think we want another one of these. Let's just hope this gets 2 attacks and 2 hits, and we get a 6-drop immediately, because otherwise we can't afford to keep it in for very long. Makes us a lot weaker because it makes our pumpkins spawn fewer things. Although after the first pumpkin, the second one should, have enough. We really want a treasure. I mean, Summoning Portal I think is a 5, but that would be great here. Singing Swords is great with obviously Dragon, but also the pumpkin. It just lets when we're in those attrition battles, it really just crushes things. Oh, come on, attack the bear, please. No, 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 we need the bear. That's unfortunate. We'll probably never get paid off on that one then. Like even them, they have the monkey's paw, which gives them, the +6 on everything that spawns. We just need to buff the spawners. Now we can probably lose 2 fights. So if Galahad were to lose here, which it seems like they will, because Potion Master seems so strong, We do have 2 fights, I think, but we had to beat them like 7 times. The issue we're gonna have. I wonder if because we have 2 fights, it makes sense to keep that thing in. Should we just make this a 6 drop? No. Wait, does it make sense to say we're fine losing 1 fight because eventually we're going to turn it around and win? We're scoring past things a little bit haphazardly. I mean, because this tree isn't worth a ton, right? We can sell 2 things, right? Yeah, tree seems bad. Let's go sell. We'll sell tree, I think. We'll grab this. It's a little disjointed if we're trying to win the fight or do this thing here. We'll try this. I think getting the 49, because we did 51 last time, so we just need 49. Getting this, if we get like a singing sword, we have like a legitimate shot at winning. And I just don't think we do. So I think we can maybe take a hit here, lose this fight, just to get this buff. It's possible that just doesn't work out. It's possible it gets Robin Wooded, or a variety of things. It is getting Robin Wooded, right? Yeah, oh wait, we're just getting crushed, right? And I think this might be lethal because they passed on all their buffs. So it's what, 6 plus 9? Oh, I guess it's only 18 damage. Oh, they have a Mimic Singing Sword. Yeah, they have quite a bit of stuff. And we will take out their Lancelot, which is a 3 damage thing. Does 3 damage to us, so I think we still only have 2 fights left, but we still only have 1 fight after this. Although we only took 9, and we had our weak lineup in. Maybe we need this. Okay, so at this point we might not be able to go in for the Hercules, unfortunately. Can we really just not find any more pumpkins? Oh, is this a giant evil good boy? Yeah, we did get a giant evil good boy. You know what? That fight went really poorly for us. I should probably have a second part of the sentence, but I actually think this good boy, we don't have many good characters, but this good boy might just be stronger than this Doom Breath. It has better stats, and if it dies, it does buff the Hercules. So we're likely to lose again, but maybe we won't get knocked out. And maybe we get the 6 drop that enables us to come back afterwards. Because they're not scaling super well at this point, I hope. And they are winning fights like crazy, so you know, if you win fights all the time, you're in a good spot. Okay, taking out the tree was actually really nice because when we took out that thing. Okay, Hercules, let's see it. Do something useful. Do something useful. Yes. Okay, so we're definitely losing this fight, but we do get a 6 drop treasure, right? Are we definitely losing this fight? No, because they don't have any health? Oh, now they have health. Okay. So we're definitely losing the fight. But we're not dead. We get a 6 drop treasure. So Magic Sword is one of the strongest things in the game. It's very strong with Doom Breath, and it's going to be very strong with anything that spawns there. Now when we triple this pumpkin, which we inevitably will do because luck is on our side. Okay, we need the polymorph. That makes it less likely we're going to triple the pumpkin, obviously, because we pretty much sold out for that. Huh. Okay, so maybe we want So we need enough things that the pumpkin... We want the pumpkin to just keep filling the first row. So we need these to all be evil characters. Because the pumpkin will keep filling in the magic sword, which will keep doing other stuff. The hope here is that we can pigomorph one of the good boys. Yes, that's the entire plan. Okay, I think we're still probably losing, but we did really get to our spot. You know, we made a plan and we executed it. And, okay, Echowood dying there is okay. Taking out that good boy immediately is again okay. You know, keeping spawning stuff here is great though, right? Oh, we even buff it. Well, unfortunately, the Soul Tech doesn't allow us to hit things behind it. How much? This has 200 attack? Okay. Do we fill up the board? We do, so that means we get something here. Okay, we won a round. That's one in a row. If we just win like 4 more or something, right? 3 more? 2 more? This seems like a good spell, right? Fills up the board in an annoying way. Including a 100 drop. I don't know if that's worth it. Okay, Doom Breath. We just want a 6 drop treasure. Now if we double the fun of everything, is that better than making this thing big? Yeah, it is. Or no, why am I picking that? I'm saying it and then picking the wrong one. Okay, I mean, we did rely a lot on... I think maybe casting this has some value. It's gonna give us like a 200 attack thing here. This is obviously just... This is literally just a 6 drop evil character, is the entire plan there. I mean, we don't have a great plan, right? This is obviously goofy nonsense. But as a counterpoint, you know, goofy nonsense is a speciality. So, okay, let's fill up the board again. And do some hitting. We get the Soul Tech down. Oh, unfortunately we don't get the attack there. Where is our cats are just not... They're on break? What are you on break, cats? What is this? Our cats just didn't trigger. Huh. So I would describe the cats not triggering as frustrating. We win the fight though. Yeah, I think it was because like the pumpkin spawn just sort of bugs it out. Certainly unfortunate. Huh, how good is Poison Apple here? It's very good if it hits one of the good boys. And once everything gets buffed, it's not that good. So is this going to be better than a good boy here? Probably not enough better that this we don't want to just find a spell. Can we True Love's Kiss this into something? Would stay evil? Does stay evil. It is bigger. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, team. We're sort of on pure nonsense at this point. I gotta say, I'm tilted by those cats. Those cats, I feel, really let us down. If our opponent keeps getting stronger, we're, you know, obviously not going to be able to beat that. We're hanging on by threads here. What are they polymorphing? Something nonsensical. The pumpkin getting polymorphed is obviously bad. Yeah, I think this is enough. Unfortunately, we'd hope that that one gets attacked. So this will fill up the board again, but it's just not going to be enough, I don't think. even with the 200 attack here. It actually doesn't even fill up the board. Huh. Yeah. So really close game. But we couldn't quite pull it out. Our opponent was very strong. I think Matt is a streamer, I think, so you can always check them out. It was a tough fought second place there.